Separation and killing of children. This is from Counterpunch. President Trump's cruel policy of separating immigrant children from their parents as they sought asylum here mocked the idea that the U.S. government values families. Unfortunately, the U.S. has a long and sad history of separating children from their parents. For example, the U.S. took American Indian children from their parents, and black slave families were often torn apart. Fortunately, the media provided nonstop coverage of Trump's latest abomination. Unfortunately, the media has not provided much coverage of the reasons these immigrant families are leaving everything familiar behind and seeking asylum. Because of our endless war. Some U.S. interventions. For example, since the early 20th century, the U.S. frequently intervened in Central and South America in support of U.S. corporate interests. There's also been little media coverage of some children's deaths. Contrast highly warranted public outrage over the separations of families to the relatively little public reaction to the reported large number of extra deaths of Iraqi children during the 1990s. Yeah, I mean, this goes into people are outraged by the travel ban, and reasonably so. It's a very morally disgusting thing. But nobody talks about how these people became refugees in the first place. Why they're seeking asylum in the first place. Because then you get into something a little messier. Then you get into our economy of war and how disgusting it is. And how it will inevitably fail. But the media doesn't talk about that part. Why? Because they're benefiting from it. The Democratic establishment doesn't talk about that part. Why? Because they're benefiting from it. And the Republicans certainly don't talk about that. Why? Because they're benefiting from it, and they like it. They like it. You don't hear about the defense bills where we give Donald Trump more money than he even asked for. We don't hear about that. The media loves to show the beautiful weapons, according to Brian Williams, these beautiful weapons as they're launching. They certainly don't show them when they land. And yes, people should be outraged by what's going on with families. Absolutely. It is outrageous. It is nothing new. And now we finally have more people paying attention to it because it has the ugly face of Trump on it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.